Quad Phaedra. Quad Phaedra. Two peas in the pod. And that's for a lack of better words. Let's get into this review, y'all. And what's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 2. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday afternoon, and I intend on doing the exact same. Now, I am intending on doing another video a little bit later, but after this video, I'm going out, I got to meet somebody. So after this is over, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'll be back with the gossip video because I see a whole lot of stuff out there that I definitely want to touch on. But before we get into anything else, let's talk about what we got coming up. Now, the Whether You Like It or Not panel is tonight, and it will be on Giving You the Real Teas platform. Make sure you guys go over there and get the link. I will be putting it in a playlist after this video is over with, okay? So make sure you guys tune in. I won't be there, but Schoolboy will definitely be in the building. So make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you guys tune into the Chasing panel on Wednesday. We air every Wednesday after Chasing Atlanta goes off. And also don't be also be on the lookout for the Love and Marriage Huntsville live review. Make sure you guys tune into that. Okay, so with that being said, this is pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. So let's go ahead and get into the mess, okay? Because this episode was messy. And just like last episode, this episode is better than the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Because Potomac is starting off a little bit slow right about now, but it's probably because the cast ain't filming with each other. But this ain't got nothing to do with Potomac. Let's go ahead and get into Married to Medicine. I'm about to say Mariah to Medicine. Married to Medicine, all right? So we're gonna start this thing off with Quad and Phaedra. That's what we're gonna start it off with, okay? So I already knew that Quad and Phaedra were friends. Like anybody that's into the reality TV world and know about this stuff, everybody knows that they're friends, right? So Quad comes over to Phaedra's house. They catch up for a little bit. They're trying to see what's going on with one another. And Phaedra said, "Well, girl, I saw you up in Africa. I saw you up in Africa." And then they go, "Quad, I love me some Africa. I love me some Africa." So then Phaedra was like, "And I saw you with this handsome gentleman. You got you a new man." And Quad said, "Yes, I am dating. Yes, I got a man." And the producers was asking what the name was, and she was like, "He's gentleman. It just started. Y'all need to wait a minute." Girl, I feel you on it. Okay. So then Quad had asked about the girl. She was like, "So what's been going on with the girls since you've been around them, Phaedra? What's been going on with the girls?" And so Phaedra was like, "Well, they've been cool. They said they ain't heard from you." And Quad was like, "Look, I had to take a step back. I had to take a step back because these girls really ain't my girls like that. They each other's girls. They ain't really my girls like this. So I had to take a step back in this. That's what had to happen." So then after that, Phaedra told Quad about how she met Sweet Tea. And so she said, me and you already knew that Dr. G was had got engaged to this girl named Letitia. And so Quad was like, "How did they meet anyway?" So Phaedra was like, "Well, girl, from what she said, she slid into the DMs, honey." She said these millennials don't have no problem with sliding into the DMs. And let me tell you something, we definitely don't have a problem with sliding into the DMs. Sliding into DMs when you want to get with somebody is just a thing now. It's not like it was back in the gap when we used to go to the mall, run into somebody at the grocery store, get their phone number, hang out or whatever. Sometimes if you see somebody on social media and they look good, you just hit them in the DMs. I've done it many a times. I've just started to do that, shooting my shot. So it is what it is. But however, after she told her about the slide in the DM situation, that's when Phaedra was like, "Well, that Toya is very close to Miss Sweet Tea. She's very close to her." So here go Quad. Quad said, "Girl, I'm not surprised, and I really don't understand why Toya hates me so much." How you don't understand why that girl hates you so much when you sit up there and tried to make it seem like this girl was sitting up here trying to set what's that girl named Anila up to be robbed? last season. Like you, and then then y'all was one of y'all around here talking about she was sleeping with a neighbor. Like y'all did a lot of stuff to Toya last season, and I get that Toya ain't shit. You know, she messy as hell herself. I ain't never really cared for Toya like that for most of the time. I've been watching this show, but last season y'all really was doing a lot when it came down to Toya and Quad. You was the biggest offender, so I don't understand why you sitting up here trying to act like you don't understand why this girl don't want to with you like that. You know why she don't want to with you like that, because you do fraud ass. And that's the reason why Mariah don't put you no more. And I've been Team Quad for a long time. But last season, she really, and I didn't even review last season, but last season, she really showed her true ass last season, doing the absolute motherfucking most. Okay? Like, girl, don't act surprised and act like you don't know why that girl ain't with you. You know why she not with you, girl. Don't do that, girl. Then she said, um, she said, Quad, no, Phaedra brought up the fact that Toya brought up this DUI that Quad got. Quad said the case was thrown out. There was no DUI. And then she said, but at the end of the day, Toya has a vendetta against me, and I don't know why. Like I said before, girl, you know exactly why this girl not with you like that. You know why. Stop playing. So then they discuss where Quad stands with Heavenly. You know, I think Phaedra was like, well, you know, Heavenly said she ain't heard from you, you know, and all of that. So that's when Quad was like, well, has she called me? Has she called to check up on me? Like, Heavenly says that we're sisters. Like, we fight, we fall out, we get over it, we get past everything, and that's cool. But you can't say that we're sisters and you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a friend. Like, the next thing I know, I see you on a picture with this girl that my ex-husband is getting married to. Like, that, how you think that make me feel? You look slow, you look flawed, you look fake as doing it. So, you know, it's kind of like there's like a little bit of some cracks in this foundation of a friendship that Quad and Heavenly got. But you know, that's another story. So that was pretty much the end of it. And you know what? I'm not gonna sit up and lie to you. Like, I don't like Phaedra, and that ain't never gonna change. Y'all know this. I don't like her. But this scene between her and Quad the Fraud was actually pretty entertaining and pretty decent. One of my favorite scenes of the show, because they have an organic friendship. So you can see that on the camera. And I love to see organic relationships. You know, I don't like to see no shit that you could tell that these motherfuckers really don't know each other like that. They're trying to pretend like they're friends for this show. So yeah, I like to see people who are already friends be on this show. Real Housewives of Atlanta to take notes. Sweet Tea and Dr. G. They arguing about funding this wedding. They arguing about planning this wedding. Dr. G said that he never thought that he would be going through all this stuff that he going through for the sake of this wedding. Sweet Tea said that she feels like he should be more involved in his wedding. But Dr. G don't really care about wedding stuff. And that's typical man shit. If I ever get married to whomever decide to put a ring on his finger, I probably wouldn't give a fuck about no wedding shit either. But being the type of gay that I am, or being the type of gay that I'm looked to be, they would think that I would care. I'm just like a regular old man. I don't give a fuck about all that bullshit. Like, I don't care about colors. I don't care. All I want to do is go up there, get married, say my vows to this nigga, and jump the broom, go up in there and go to the reception and eat and dance and play all the Megan Thee Stallion that I want to fucking hear. Okay, I don't care about all this other stuff that they're talking about, like, period. So they're pretty much stressed out about the wedding. And I feel like Sweet Tea feels like she's doing everything on her own. And she felt like, you know, Dr. G needs to be more involved. But Dr. G feel like, well, shit, I'm flipping the bill. I'm paying for everything. I'm paying for your dress. I'm paying for my tux. I'm paying for every damn thing else. Everything's coming out of my pocket. Ain't nothing coming out of yours. So what else do you want me to do? I fund it, you plan it. It's just that simple. And the wedding is mainly about you anyway. It really ain't about me too much. So what else do you need for me to do? What else am I supposed to do? I don't understand. So I kind of get it on both ends. Like, she don't want to do it all by herself because it's not just her wedding, it's their wedding. She, you know, I get that. But at the same time, I understand where he coming from, because I don't really give a fuck about none of this. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. You got this. This is what you want. Do what you want. I'll pay for it. I don't give a. You know what I'm saying? So I see exactly where he's coming from, but I also see where she's coming from. You know, yeah, wedding stuff. That stuff is very much so crazy. So I get it. We get into Dr. Jackie. She looks after the brat and Judy, you know, and it's so funny to see the brat misfunctified be pregnant. That's the funniest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Putting it down ain't a thing to me. It ain't too many hoes that can hang with me. It's like that. Just a matter of fact, when it comes to the bread, I got this shit to make your neck snap back. Meaning, I got this that'll get you bent to the roof of this mother like Parliament. I'm on the roll and control like Janet. Damn it, brat to the funk bandit and they can't handle it. Yes, funkified. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. But yeah, that was a funny scene with Dr. Jackie and the brat. Ain't really much to talk about. It's just that, you know, the brat is 48 years old. She's pregnant. There's a lot that could go wrong with that. And she ate Wendy's on her way over here. So, you know, Dr. Jackie was not happy to hear that. And the brat went off on Judy for snitching on her every time they go to a doctor's appointment. It was very cute, very funny. You know, the funniness that we need to balance all the drama. So we get into Toya. Now, Toya and Sweet Tea are on FaceTime or whatever, and Toya says that she wants to invite Sweet Tea to her wine club. It's about time Toya found her something to do versus spending up all of Eugene's money. It's about time she got some on her own to do. Now, I ain't really watched it like that over the last 2 seasons. I did watch a little bit of last season, but you know, that anytime Anila was on my screen, I just tuned the fuck out, to be honest. But yes, Toya got her wine club, and I'm glad for it. Eugene walks in. And then, you know, Sweet Tea, I gotta talk to Toya, so she gonna have to hang up this damn phone. So Toya was like, all right, girl, I'll talk to you later or whatever. So then Eugene was like, it is time for the conversation. Yeah, it's time for the conversation with the boys about the birds and the bees. Okay, that's what they were talking about. You know, Toya said that Eugene was looking at Playboy, and Eugene was like, I wasn't looking at no Playboy. And then she's like, the boys said that they was looking at the TV thing, and they saw Playboy come across the screen. They showed the flashback, and he was like, it's a Playboy documentary. It's not actually Playboy. And so that's when that's when they called the boys down. And as funny as this conversation was with them having a birds and the bees conversation with their kids, I think that that was very needed. You know, you don't really see stuff like this a lot on reality TV where we have real moments where the kids are having a conversation with their parents about sex. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of parents don't like to talk about sex with their kids, but at the end of the day, you need to have that conversation with them because they're gonna wind up doing it. It doesn't matter when, they're going to wind up doing it. And it's best that you educate them on what to do and what not to do when it comes down to sex. Because like I said before, they're going to do it. They're going to do it, period. So, you know, I know as parents, y'all want to make sure your kids are pure, but they ain't gonna be pure for long, child. They're gonna so it is what it is. But I'm glad they told them all that they need to know. It made me, that whole conversation made me feel like I was back in the 6th grade when we used to do the abstinence course. Like that's what that made me feel like. So I'm glad that they had that conversation. So then we get into Sweet Tea, Toya, and Phaedra. Sweet Tea is looking for wedding dresses, okay? Like they're looking around, you know, doing this. And, you know, Sweet Tea was like, well, Toya, I invited Toya because Toya is really like a big sister to me. Like she is taking me in. She's treating me very well and I like her. So I'm going to have her here or whatnot. Then she said she invited Phaedra because Phaedra has a connection to Dr. G. They've been friends for over 20 years. And she wants to really have a great relationship with her fiance's friends, okay? I don't know why you want to have a relationship with any of these motherfuckers because they ain't trustworthy. We're from okay. So then, as they're doing the dress thing, they talk about this age gap group that Toya joined, that not Toya, that Sweet Tea joined with this girl that was there. I forgot her name. I ain't even put it in my notes. But yeah, they was talking about an age gap group where it was a group with a bunch of ladies that have married or dated older men and stuff like that. And they needed someone to relate to. And you know, I felt like Toya and Phaedra are being a tad bit judgmental about that because when you are a person that's dating someone older, people don't understand it. I once dated an older man. I was what, 28 and he was like 42. And it was a very different experience for me. And it was a great experience for me. At least I was treated very well when I was with this man. But sometimes you need to be around people that do understand what you're dealing with and what you're going through in the situation that you're in. They don't understand it, but that lady does. So of course, you're going to join a group with people that will probably relate to you. Toya and Phaedra was doing too much in this scene. They were being way too judgmental. And then calling it the sugar baby group, and it's not no damn sugar baby group. Like, have some cool, have some sensitivity. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. So then Toya, we get into Toya and Eugene. Toya prepares for her wine group party or whatnot. And she's very excited about it. She wants the ladies to test out what she got going on with the wine. And Eugene was like, I want you to rise above all the negative comments. You know that you got this great thing going on, and you know that some of these women in this group will try to come for you and be very, very shady. So you just do what you got to do, show these women what you made of, and do that. I'm glad that Eugene gave her that pep talk because you got hating ass hoes in this group like Dr. Heavenly that's gonna sit up here and drag her for everything that she's worth when she's trying to do something new. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay. So then we get to the wine party, and Sweet Tea says that Toya and Phaedra were mean to her. They don't understand why she was mean. Why she said that they were mean. They talked about the girdle comment. They talked about the age group stuff. They talked about all the other stuff that was being said because they were being a tad bit judgmental to that girl at that damn dress fitting. And so, Toya apologized, and Phaedra apologized as well. Dr. Heavenly said that she heard that Sweet Tea was in therapy. Phaedra said, now I didn't say nothing about her being in therapy. So basically Phaedra been running her motherfucking mouth about what happened. Okay. And then she was like, Heavenly asked about the group. And so Sweet Tea said, well, do you want to join the group? And I was like, all right, girl, you better get it, okay? And then Dr. Heavenly was like, well, no, my husband's only 6 months older than me. So, And I'm just looking at Dr. Heavenly like, why are you coming for her so hard? Is it because you want to prove your allegiance to Quad or something? Because why? Because, girl, why are you going so hard on her? I'm trying to understand. Okay, girl, whatever. So, Sweet Tea addresses the gang up and about them constantly bringing up Quad. She felt like she was being ganged up on. She didn't like the fact that they kept on talking about Quad the whole time. And so I don't think they were understanding, or they were not even trying to listen to her or her sentiments at all. Like, I just felt bad for her. And in the midst of it, she got upset, and Simone pulled her to the side and she comforted her, gave her a lot of words of wisdom, a lot of great, comforting words and stuff like that. And while they were in the bathroom, the women started talking about Quad, and they were saying, "Well, we haven't heard from Quad." And honestly, if I divorced my husband, none of y'all can be friends with my ex-husband. That's all I'm saying. And so, they Simone and Sweet Tea come back, they taste the wine, and after they do all the wine tasting, everybody likes the wine. Sweet Tea gets ready to go, and she still got a price tag on her damn dress. Embarrassing like a mother. Okay, embarrassing shit. Okay, so then we get into Phaedra and Dr. G. They meet up. They start talking about baseball and how, Dr. G is always into baseball. He got her kids into baseball. Then she put him in baseball. So, Phaedra was like, so do you really want to get married again? And he was like, yeah, I do want to get married again. We're off on the same, we're looking at, we had the same outlooks on life. We think the same way. We love the same way. Everything is the same. So we're equally yoked. Everything works out. So Phaedra is like, I don't think I ever want to get married again. I don't think that's for me. I don't really trust nobody and stuff like that. Phaedra starts, Phaedra was saying, I was just asking Dr. G if he really wanted to get married again because Sweet Tea has said some questionable things so far. Of course, she brought up the money thing and all the other stuff that she's saying. So it's like Phaedra is questioning Dr. G's motives about marrying her, but she's trying to be nosy. And I think she's trying to be nosy for the sake of quiet. Phaedra asked Dr. G if he has a prenup. And so Dr. G said, well, do you not trust my woman? She said, I don't trust people in general. And nobody should trust you, Phaedra. Nobody should trust your ass either after the stuff that you've done. But I digress. But there was a weird conversation. It didn't feel like Phaedra was being a concerned friend talking to Dr. G about everything. I personally felt like she was just trying to be nosy, and so she could run back the choir with the information. That's just how I took it. I don't know how y'all take it, but that's just how I took it. But whatever. But y'all, that's all I got for this review. And I gotta go and get dressed because I gotta go meet somebody for lunch today. I got, somebody invited me out. So with that being said, I'm about to get up out of here. But before we do, let's talk about the things, okay? Okay, now make sure you guys support Tramiel. He has a brand new record out called Long Days. It's available everywhere on all social media. It's available on Apple Music, Spotify, Spotify, everything that you can look for. And then Bando, he has a brand new song out called Bando's Dream, and is now available on Spotify, Apple Music, as well as YouTube. So with that being said, you guys, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy is up out here. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys a little bit later.